What is it about the sort of emotional moments that often bring out what seems like the best of this team?
Yeah, I think it just comes down from Tony, our head coach. He's an emotional, passionate guy. I think when it comes to our players, he's in the trenches with us every day. Cages, photos on MVP. So when you know everybody in the building is all in, I think it just goes to our players. He allows them to play with the freedom and play hard and be themselves. I think that's been our magic for our season.
Tough Tuesday, tough Friday. How big was the moment?
No, it's huge. Guys, the lefty who had some really good stuff there late. So just guys just on the hunt. That's what we want. We talk about being aggressive. We try to do on the bases. Burned us early on a hit and run attempt, but I think kind of pouring it on instead of staying on the gas was huge for us late in the game.
Josh, what did it say about the guys to just stay composed, stay kind of after it and go about business as usual after kind of the first inning?
Yeah, I think, again, it goes back to Tony. I mean, we talked about playing with emotion but not playing emotional. So I think at times last night, don't want to say that, but for whatever circumstances on a couple pitches here and there, guys were maybe a little more fired up. But just making sure we reset, get back, and know we got good players in that dugout and in that bullpen. So just play our game and do what we need to do.
What did you see from Camden there to pick up Chase there after the first inning?
Yeah,
him cut through himself getting hit by line drive.
Yeah, no, I thought he was elite. I mean, again, you guys have seen that. He did that, when we were in Hoover versus Florida, and he's always been a guy. There's 104 miles an hour down there in Redmond and all those guys, but Cam's always a guy that seems when you're in a jam, he's going to find a way to get us out. So just a great effort. I mean, he got smoked in the foot, back was tightening up a little bit, and I went back out there. I wasn't going to take the ball from him right there because he was rolling. So tip of the cap to Zane Den, just a great hitter, really good swing on. Really, I thought it was a ball down. So, but I'm glad Cam's in our dugout.
What did they tell you about the home run celebration? Just not on the field?
Yeah, no, that was a weird one. I just asked him. I said, hey, we've been doing this all year, and he just said not on the field. But first he said no code, and then it was not on the field. So, again, our guys did good. I mean, we wanted to make it about us tonight, finding a way to win. So not really wasting too much emotion on that and getting back to competing.
Do you have any health updates on Camden or Chase?
Yeah, I think Cam's fine. Chase, to be honest, I don't know. There's so many things going on during the game. But with Dr. Clank and Woody, we'll get some good info and make sure he's taken care of. But I don't know, to be honest with you.
How much do you think changed for you when you kind of put on the manager hat for the game? I mean, how much does that, just from pitch to pitch, how much does that change your job?
Yeah, no, I'm glad Tony does it. I mean, to be honest, it's just a lot of things going on. Like usually, hey, I'm coaching third, running offense. Got to check the outfielders' depths, maybe some matchup deals, and all of a sudden, I kind of had to focus over times of really going to do pitching or whatever it may be. But Tony does an incredible job. I try to just watch and observe what he does, and then being around Frank, anybody gets smarter if you just stand by him. So, but just a great job by our players tonight again. They were ready to go, responded well, and stayed on the gas late.
How did other roles change in the dugout with two coaches absent?
Yeah, Chad was around helping out, and he's always done a great job. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame player at Memphis. Luke Bonfield's a guy that, he's one of my best buddies. He played for us at Arkansas. I think he's going to be a star in this deal. He was right there helping. Richard Jackson, the bullpen, was amazing. Just tell me how those guys are feeling, making sure they were ready to go. So there was a lot of people in there helping, so just a complete team effort tonight all the way around.
Has it been hard to keep the guys focused the last two nights with maybe some stuff surrounding the umpire Friday night and then today?
No, look, I think it just goes back to, Tony hit it on the head in our team meeting, like, hey, just don't be emotional. Don't play emotional. That's not what we want. So, again, just hitting that reset button. Again, this is baseball. You're going to drop a game or two every now and then, right? But I think it's just another thing for later in the year. We can execute a little bit better at times, make a few better pitches, play better defense. So I think it's a good challenge for our guys to keep them hungry moving forward.
Looks like Frank was pretty quick out of the dugout when Dillinger got hit. Do you know what was said or what kind of got that emotion from him?
I don't. I just know Frank, he's in good shape. He runs. I think he only ran 3 miles this morning. So he got a couple more steps in. But, I don't know exactly what he said. I just know he loves coaching the pitchers. He's really good at it. He's going to take care of his guys. So I think that's just another long line of as many times that he's done that.
I'm sure you've seen a lot. I'm sure you've seen a lot on the baseball field in your career, but I guess where does tonight rank in terms of uniqueness for you?
Well, honestly, this has happened before a few years ago for some of you guys that remember. So, again, it was unique for sure. But then it becomes, how can I pour as much energy as I can to make sure everybody's ready to go? our guys in the dugout did a phenomenal job to try to make it the best we could, because it's a big difference without Tony and Frank in there. That's not something you can overcome, really, but our players did a good job of just letting you ride and playing their game.
Couple more. Looking ahead to tomorrow, the first rubber match you guys are going to be in, just with Drew Beam and the rest of the guys, just how are they going in where series is on the line? Yeah,
I always feel good when Drew Beam's on the mound. I mean, we call him QB1. I mean, we'll think he'll be ready. You know, at the end of the day, I think it's Sunday is in our program. Coach Vitello talks about all the time, and Sunday needs to be our day. So that's something that we talk about in the fall. We talk about in recruiting. So, you know, I'd expect our guys to be ready out of the gates tomorrow. But at the end of the day, we'll worry about what we can and just be out here ready to compete.
Last question. In the sixth inning, just kind of be able to respond to those 2 runs by Alabama.
I think it's huge. I mean, I thought the one in the first, I think he got first, was just as big, just to kind of set the tone. But the guy's a big leaguer. He's a superstar, great kid. He's from Alabama, so this is one he's had circled for a long time. But it's great to see him take some good swings. And then, you know, from the third base box, I thought it was great. He had a really good job. And, you know, one at bat, just fouling up pitches, grinding through, and then taking a breaking ball for a walk. I mean, I think for his next in pro ball, once he starts taking walks, they're going to be adding more and more zeros to his bank account as he goes. But really cool to see him have a night like this tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Josh.
Appreciate it.
Watch the mic.